people, and then we'll crack on. Right, we need the air bit, don't we?
You can't have the aircon on.
No, well, I'm not going to blow it at the camera because it gets noisy. We'll see if the internet connection works first, because I'm not completely sure it will. I need another gear there, but I haven't got one. Good afternoon. If you're joining us, then it must be, what's the time in the UK? Mid-morning?
You're asking me that?
I know. Where are we? We're not in Sri Lanka.
10 to 11.
It's 10 to 11 in the morning in the UK. And what's the time?
10 to 7.
10 to 7 in the evening. 6:50 p.m. in the evening. Good afternoon, everybody. Are we there yet? No, we're not. But now that I've got a few signing on, let me know if you can hear us. Let me know if you can see us, and then I'll flip the camera and show you what we're seeing. We are 280 kilometers north of Kuala Lumpur. I collected a Proton this morning. We're driving a Proton Saga. Oh, that sounds fine. I'm really glad about that. So basically, you can do what Proton's doing. Proton buffer. I can hear you, but a bit of buffering, and he's gone. Yeah, it's going to be a bit like that. Right, flip the camera around a little bit for you so you can see what we're seeing. We're on this road for 40 miles. It's broke, Jeff. Now we're back. Right, now we can go past the lorry. Cool. So, oh, this is cool. Look. Wow, this has been like my best broadcast ever. Look at this. What I'd like to do now is show you the car that we're driving. I obviously can't do that, but luckily we're behind one. The car in front, that silver one, is exactly the same as the car that we're in right now. Ian Littlewood, I want to talk to you about that comment you just said. Right, I'll show you this car. So see the car on the left? That is a 2023 Proton Saga, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're driving along in right now. That is our hire car. There's a guy desperately trying to get past me. So I'm going to go past the Proton. There's a Proton Saga coming up. There we go, look, on the left. Way! Right, now I can pull into this lane because there's a guy desperately trying to get behind me. So the guy flashing me out the way has now just snuck in behind me. What was the point in that? Right, Ian, I know you're there in the comments. Ian Little, how do I put the airflow so it's on my feet? Don't tell me that there is no option for it. Is there only an option to have it blowing in your face?
Yeah.
Look, there's no, you can't change where the fans go, can you? You can change the heat, you can change the speed of the fans, but you can't direct it anywhere else. There's not even, how'd you put it at the windows then? There's no demist. You can't even blow the air at the windows. How fun is that? Obviously not going to work in the UK, is it, this car? Right, Ian, in the comments, you just said to me that you bought that Audi S4 from the auction. I really want to know more about it. So can you email me, geoffbuyscars@gmail.com. I'd like to follow the story of that car, because it was one that I was really tempted by. I didn't read the description properly, so I gather there were a lot of issues with it, but even so, I still think that's a cheap car. It's a motorbike. How are we all doing? How is the UK today? Has anything improved? Am I missing anything? Thank you, Ian, I appreciate that. I'd really like to know more about that car. Sell it to John Coupland. I think John only likes really free Protons, from what I've learned about Protons. But he would absolutely love it out here. If he hasn't been to Malaysia, then he really should. The Proton spotting out here, like, is just brilliant. It's so much fun. The cat's on holiday. How'd you guess? Well done. Very few know. Don't know what you mean by that. The roads are much better condition than the UK. Yes, they are. That's right. Although I've been undertaken in the hard shoulder by two people on a moped. You don't get that in the UK. Dodgy looking sky again. Do you mean in the UK? Hey, there's actually a paraglider up. I don't know if you can see that to the right of the screen. I don't want to mess with the screen while we're driving along, but there's a paraglider up there, so that's quite cool. We're just about to have a sunset. So I thought I would do a bit of a live feed and chat to you all and see how we're going. Another one coming past on the left, which is quite bizarre. The British are way too compliant, that's right, yeah. If you're in Britain, you ain't getting out of it, because the things that you need to say, you'll get arrested for saying. So you won't be able to galvanise and get everybody together, because you're arrested before you even manage to do that. So the only thing you can do is leave. Sorry about that. Mr. Geoff is now watching Instagram Reels. It's coming through the Bluetooth speaker.
I don't think it will.
Because the Bluetooth's on and it's right beneath the camera. So we are, yeah, so we've left Kuala Lumpur, and we are, Mrs. G, I might need you on comment duty, because I can't get to them as fast as they're coming in, and I'm also driving. Undertake,
I think
overtake,
road
wobbling
rules.
free. Don't hit stuff. Yeah, based on the insurance that I've got as well.
Right on the cam corner. Right on the cam corner, Cam.
In fact, Kuala Lumpur is now 288 kilometres behind us, and we're heading north up towards Langkawi Island.
No, we're not.
Mrs. Jeff says no, we're not, but that is actually what we're doing.
We're not.
Well, we're going to Georgetown, aren't we? So we've got tonight in Georgetown, and then
Are we going in that really nice, really big
and then we're going to the border of Thailand. So then we're probably going to wind up in Thailand. Terribly sad waiting for my parents to pass away so I can flee after serving in the RAF 3 times. That is properly tragic, isn't it, Ashley? If you like, you've served your country in the RAF and now there's no country left there to stay for. Someone says they've been to Georgetown. What would you recommend? If you have any recommendations for Malaysia, by the way, do email us, geoffbuyscars@gmail.com. I do read all your emails. Matthew says I want to go live in Cambodia. Yeah, I could do that. I'm Cambodia. We can head over that way. Go explore that next. We've got a Euro trip coming up, and then we're going to do the USA. That's the plan.
My wife is from Georgetown.
Jonathan's wife is from Georgetown. Nice. Send us some recommendations for what to do in Georgetown. Annoyingly, we haven't had a chance yet to go to a proper Hot Wheels shop. That's the one thing that I really need to do. We need to get to a decent Hot Wheels shop, so maybe we can find one. Matthew, I'm sorry that you're jealous. I'm loving the fact that we're able to do this. Go up Penang Hikil. Have a little Google of that, see what that is.
So beautiful to see that sky.
It's going to be a nice sky, so
Penang.
I'm just going to keep broadcasting and chatting away and reading comments. We're on this road for 46 miles. All clear on the live stream now. Unbelievable. We can live stream better off of a hotspot in Malaysia than I can off of my main phone in Worcester. Schooling for the kids. We've taken them out of school. We are unschooling our children. We have removed them from the school system, and we have signed up for a home education platform that, if I'm going to be honest, we're yet to start. But they've been doing loads of stuff whilst we've been away, mostly to do with travelling and learning stuff about animals. They've learned a lot of stuff about animals, learned a lot of stuff about driving, money, the way the world is, and that there on the right is a Proton. More in Greece in 3 years than I did in 14 years at school. Absolutely superb comment. And our 12-year-old has got 2.5 years of doing nothing and he'll still be fine. Oh, I just saw a camera flash with someone speeding. Speed camera coming up on the left. The first one I've seen. That's Deaf Speed camera. Yeah, cool.
Wait, Daddy.
Yeah,
Just to tell you. Oh, sorry.
go on.
Don't be like Johnny English.
Yeah,
And get in a Rolls Royce.
yeah,
Speed. And then there's what's it called? There's a drone.
yeah.
So then one speed camera flashes. You go to another street, and then there's about 25.
Yeah, so we
Don't
got
do that.
Johnny English got done by all the speed cameras, like Daddy in Dubai.
Yeah.
All I learned in school and continue to learn in work is how to tolerate the intolerable. Yeah, exactly. I absolutely hated my time at school. It was miserable from day one.
Oh, keep moving.
Read them out loud, babe.
So this is from 11 Royals. Took my son out of school. He's now a young adult doing great. Good job and better off than most. Now 18.
There you go then. Good comment. So, I don't know, we just want to see a bit of the world while we can. And see what happens. Saw the school system change between eldest and youngest. Not good. That's interesting to be able to see the change. A lot of buffering, says someone. Yeah, I apologise about that. Not a great deal I can do about the buffering. We are in the middle of Malaysia. I mean, I shouldn't even be able to talk to you from here. So there we go. That's interesting. Got a lovely sunset going on just to our left.
Sunset.
Yeah, yeah. You grab the camera. Wait, hang on, wait till we get round this little headland, and then Mrs. Jeff can grab the camera and film where the sun is going down, because we're a fair few hours ahead of you. I hope you enjoyed this morning's
that's
video.
a long one.
Go on then, what was that?
That one's from
Dan.
Dan. Hi, mate. Good streams, Jeff. Drive safe. Hello to the family. Can't read. Glad you were seeing all the world.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Stay frosty. Visit the Spice Gardens up beyond the bridge. Spice Gardens. Okay, all right, we can look at that. Hiya, says Paul. Hello everyone. Got 196 people watching. Only 43 people have clicked like. Do give us a like. I'm not completely sure what that does, but the map master tells me that it does something. The roads there look fantastic. Yeah, they are. This is like a main road heading north. We were on a smaller road earlier on, and it did feel like it had a lot of jumps, basically. It was quite amusing. Signal is surprisingly good, says someone, considering in Worcestershire we can never hear or see you. I'm finding that hilarious as well. Everywhere we've been, Dubai, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, my internet just like made the UK look pathetic. But then so is everything else. Like, is there, while we've been away, is there anything that is done better in the UK? Because in the old days you'd say, oh, the police or customs are more organised, or you'd go, oh, you can tell you're in a third world country because getting through customs is a nightmare. But now Britain is like that as well. Going through Birmingham Airport, you might as well be in Pakistan. It's horrendous. So we do our very best now not to fly from Birmingham because everybody there is so rude. We flew from Manchester last time. Where did we go from this time? Is it Gatwick? Stansted. How did we get there? Oh yeah, we rented a car, didn't we? Oh, I remember now. Yeah, it was so long ago, I can't remember. Mitsubishi's flashing me to move out of the way. There's less bibbing of horns in Malaysia, which is nice. In Sri Lanka, they have to bib just to let you know where you are. Birmingham Airport, Worcester arrival section, an advert encouraging them to come to Leicester. Yeah, visit Leicester, because it's slightly less shit than Birmingham. Yeah, brilliant. So, I don't know, we were having a chat morning about what we're actually missing from the UK and how much both of us have actually thought about the UK. And other than missing our cats, who are being looked after by our friends, the list was surprisingly short. I miss my Volvos and I've missed driving, but it's very nice to be back behind the wheel. I am piloting this Proton and it's pretty cool, isn't it? Do you want to film me a little bit and I'll review the car? I'll pass the camera to you, look. It says, try it. Come out. You get the camera out. Right, Mrs. G's filming now, so she's probably filming two of her fingers. So this is my Proton Saga, and it's got basically nothing. I think it's either a 1.3 or a 1.5, and if I floor it, are you ready? We're going to go flat out.
Someone said, Mark Buck said, at Geoff Buys Cars.
I'm speeding, I can't read comments now, I'm going as fast as I possibly can. No, not really. What does Mark say?
He just said hello.
Hello, Mark. Yeah, so the Proton, can anybody guess the top speed? So we've done it. See if you can guess absolutely flat out, downhill with the wind behind us, how fast did we manage to go?
123, someone says.
Someone say 123?
Leave my rights alone. Matthew, C4 power, 88 miles per hour.
88, yeah. We went back in time.
100 miles an hour, 87, 105.
Who said that? There we go. 105, flat out.
Mark Buck.
Well done, Mark. With the wind behind us on a downhill section, and it had nothing more to give. That was it. It was all out and done. Can you just film the screen that we got as well? Because this is quite hilarious. So, this is our central screen, and it pops out of the dash, as you can see. That's our Bluetooth speaker there, so I'll get that out of the way. But you would think that on this screen you'd have, like, you know, like most modern cars, you have your sat nav, maybe your heating and all that sort of stuff. But no, the screen is actually only that bit there. Okay, just that bit, like a calculator.
Mark Buck said he had a Proton Compact.
Nice one, I like those. This whole thing is just for the radio. That whole screen and the buttons on the outside, right, my volume's there, that's not part of the screen, that is a button. So your screen is literally that LCD section. It's so funny. It's like they've put in a fake screen because they've seen that everybody else is putting screens in and they've gone, oh, we can do that. And it's just that. So down here, we've got our air conditioning system. If you could move the camera down, darling. I can change how fast the air comes out, but I can't change where the air goes. There is no button for me to put the air either at my feet or at the windscreen. It only comes out of the 4 vents. It's absolutely brilliant. But, oh yeah, sunset look. Go, get that. This is a £6,000 car, that's the thing. Brand new, this car would be 6,000 quid. So you can't really complain. If I stand that over there. If I stand that over there.
It's no closer than when
There we go, right. No, I know, but sometimes if you stand your phone up directly, Richard said if you stand your phone up, then it works better than if your phone's horizontal.
Okay.
So that might work a bit better. Andy says he's stuck in a loo. I was going to say, you know all about that
I do know
after
all
the
about
last
that.
few
Yes, I
days.
do.
Internet is as good as the HVAC system on the Proton. I'm shocked that you can sell a car in 2023 that you can't change the direction of the blowers. But then again, if they're only selling the car in this market, then I suppose they don't need it. Oh, who said that? Another footballer, 28 years old, has died. Didn't know that. That'll be another, I bet they've got no idea why that happened, did they? So if we go past another little river, we need to film that because it's much more than that. How much is the car hire per day, Jeff? I used to pay about 50 ringgit, less than 10 quid, for a nice Proton Waja. No, it was quite a lot more than that, but we've had to pay a premium because we're dropping off at a different destination. But the tyres on the front of this Proton are extremely questionable. And I'm waiting for a message back from the hire company regarding what they want to do about it, because the tyres on the front of this car would not get through a British MOT. And this is like a reputable hire car company. Just asked Jeff, did you and your family get the jab? Well, that's an extremely personal medical question, and isn't it funny that it's now okay to ask personal medical questions? It's funny, isn't it, that it's just okay for you to ask that, like a confidential question. Absolutely beautiful scene out of the left window that I'm afraid none of you saw.
No, couldn't talk about it when it was all happening.
Couldn't talk about it when it was happening, but now it's all okay. You all know the answer to that one anyway. I just saw an advert on the left for a healthy urinary super boost, so that's good. Right, film out of the left window, darling. Because we might. Oh yeah, look at that little bit of sunset. Lovely.
I know we don't have to answer by law, Matthew. Thank you.
And we never did, by the way. We never did.
Oh, hello from Zurich. Yep. Hello.
Come on, babe. You got to have more chat when you're on the radio. When you're on radio, Jeff.
I'm not as quick as you, babe. It takes me like. You're driving.
I love that motorbikes can be passed on the left. Like you'd never ever see that in the UK. But that seems fine here.
Matthew,
oh, there you go.
either did I.
Pretty little scene there with a little bit of water and a bit of sunset. What drink was being advertised there? Oh no, it's Decorator's Cork. Don't want to be drinking that. Right.
Nice trees and sunset.
Put the camera back on now because we're now driving towards the sun, so I can go back on the mount. There we go. Heading north. Are you off to Kandy?
We're not in Sri Lanka anymore.
No, we're not in Sri Lanka. Is Kandy in Sri Lanka?
Yeah.
I think it is, isn't it? No, we are in Malaysia. We've just left Kuala Lumpur. So, yeah, we're heading north up towards effectively the Thai border. Get rid of bells and whistles, base, I'll keep it cheap. Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. So I don't have an issue with the fact that it's slow and you can't change the direction of the blowers, but who cares? 6,000 quid brand new, they are. Right, I'm going to try and get around this Toyota van in a minute, but there's quite a bit of traffic coming up on our right. I guess we're getting closer to towns and stuff now, so it's getting busier. Have you noticed all the motorcycle riders have got lights on backwards? Yeah, they all do it so that they protect their front from the wind and the dust. Oh my gosh, there's a double decker coming up behind, and I'm not getting stuck behind that. I'm using all six of the Proton's horsepower. Not that I'm saying it's underpowered or anything like that. So there we go. Right, I'm going to round this corner. Hopefully the live feed is now working all right. I appreciate. Oh, there's an advertisement for the Quran there. If anybody wants to know anything about the Quran, then you can go do that.
I had a patient that many years ago that gave me a Quran.
You got given a Quran?
I did.
Oh Oh, right. Did you read it?
No.
Well,
I should have.
I think it'll be alright. Although if you're staying in Britain, then you might need to read it. Is it petrol or diesel? This is a petrol, and I don't think it would pass the emissions to get in the UK. So that is a bit of a problem. Right, what was that comment there? Penang, try roti canai for breakfast. Okay. The best, can't see it because I'm driving. The best rotis come from the shabbiest shops. Yeah, well that's usually the way, isn't it? The best food is always in the least assuming places. So we stopped for lunch earlier on, just at like a random, what would you call it where we stopped for lunch?
Was it a random
It's just
town?
like a random little town. And I had a tom yum soup because it's my new favourite.
And it's really good.
And it's really good. We had 2 burgers for the kids and some drinks, and the total for food, oh look, there's an electric MG on the right, would you believe it? The total for food for lunch was less than £6, which is pretty cool. BMW decided he's going past. Way! That was a very interesting move. See, this is like, honestly, you're just to sit behind someone.
That's you on the motorway.
No, that's not me on the motorway.
Coming back from like Devon when you're like had enough of people.
Oh yeah, well when people can't do discipline, then I do get very irate. Yes, but I would never undertake on the hard shoulder. Yeah, that was pretty ludicrous. So the BMW was mad. Everybody appreciates that the BMW was a maniac. Right, I'm going to get past this lorry. He says 218 people watching us drive along in a Malaysian sunset. We're thoroughly enjoying Malaysia, by the way. Now that we've got out of Kuala Lumpur, basically we're road trip people. This is what we've realised while we've been on holiday. We much prefer the freedom of a car, and we're really happy when we're just road tripping. That's just us, isn't it? That's just where we feel comfortable. I don't think we'll be doing. If I could, I'd just do fly drive holidays. So I think we'll do a lot of Europe in the Volvo this summer, and then I do want to do some of the USA. So that's our rough plan for the next I don't know, 12 months, something like that, and see what the UK does to itself in that time. Very interesting times in the UK at the minute. I've got some interesting videos coming out. So what I'm trying to do with the channel is I'm trying to do serious videos that go out in the morning. I'm loving that thing. It's that modified people carrier. I'm trying to do serious videos in the morning and then fun videos for the evening. That's my plan. What cars do the cops drive, Geoff? Good question. I think I've seen them in Hondas. This year is going to be mad. Do you know what? I think you're right. Just, again, utilising all of the Proton's 3 horses to get past this one. Go past the petrol station on the left. There's not a lot to see on this road, unfortunately. They don't have dumb motorway. No, I mean this is a really good road. It's very much like a Spanish road, isn't it? You know, we did that big drive from the bottom of Spain up to the top. It's kind of like that. Fairly decent facilities on each side. Nice scenery, pretty flat. We've been through the mountainous area, and I've got a lovely sunset going on over there. If I just flip the camera around a little for you, you can look that way. Lovely sunset, actually. I get past this this lorry. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just film out your window. That's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, if you're watching from the UK and you're a bit confused by that orange ball in the sky, we did used to see that in our country, but it's been missing for like 4 years. River. Oh, that's pretty. That is definitely pretty.
Right, should I give you back?
Yeah, I think that's about that. Stick it back on the mount.
Try not to fingers
And we're back. Back on the camera now. Did you have to pay a certain tax to see the sun? No, actually. Once you get out of the UK, you realise that the amount of money you pay for things doesn't actually change the weather or the air you breathe. There's like no difference. So even if you pay a lot of money because of your car emissions, nothing is actually any different. It's funny, in the UK, you think the minute you pay the tax on your car, everything gets better. But you don't realise until you get to another country that nothing's changing at all. So yeah, there you go. Once you get out of the UK, you do realise what a joke the country has become. And it's really sad because there's a lot of things that we love about Britain, and obviously it's our home, about the country. The sunny light, just seem few of them. Winter's it's dark at 4 o'clock. I mean, what time is it getting dark in the UK now? 4:30? Something like that? Pay tax and hit many potholes. So don't pay tax and don't hit potholes. Oh, there was a Mr. Bean restaurant there with a Mini on the roof. I don't know if people saw that on the live broadcast. That was quite funny. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the countries we've been in, they don't have emission zone charges, they don't have horrendous road tax charges, they don't have horrendous council tax, and yet the roads and the quality of the services and everything around us is better than the UK. So it's almost like you go, where's the money going? You can drive down to Singapore from Kuala Lumpur in less than 3 hours. If you floor it, and no traffic, well worth the trip. Yeah, we are on toll roads, but I mean, we've spent less than 10 quid on tolls so far today. So I'm not really complaining, and we've covered 324 kilometres. It went dark in the UK around about the time Star met in 10. Yeah, it's been dark and cloudy ever since. And you're underneath ominous clouds. Right, we're going past another Proton, so the car we're going past right now is the car that we are in. We're in one of them, Saga. It's a funny looking little car actually. The proportions really strange. What car are you in now? There you go, your timing is excellent. We are in a Proton Saga. I think it's a 2023. It's a rental. That's another Proton Saga going past us on the right, slightly older model. And that's a Braudua. What's this blue lights thing? Is that just because we're going over a bridge? Ah, right, quick, film to the left. Just in case there's some jungle and stuff. Yeah, there you go, look at the sun over there. Boys, look at the sun out the window. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that's nice. I think if that hill drops off at the next section, you may get some more of that. There we go, look. Yeah, sunset.
Oh, beautiful.
That is lovely.
Absolutely.
Are we losing the sun there? Right, I think that's our lot, look, because it just gets thick. So, pop that back on there again.
Blimey, mate.
It's alright, got it. Not a worry. Yeah, so that is sun, like what we used to get in the UK. Don't know if you remember seeing that. Everyone worships the sun, that's right, because the sun is the giver of life. Geoff, will you be coming to Australia? Not this trip, but possibly at some point in the future. I think we'll probably do America before we do Australia. In what I've decided is the Geoff family's Grand Tour year. That's what this is. And I think what year is it?
21.
I'm not 40 this year, am I?
No.
I've got a little bit of time before that. So I think what we're doing is because I think the country's going to go to shit before it, we'll just have this year as like all the stuff that I was going to do for my 40th. We'll do it early, so we'll do that instead. So yeah, this is our year of grand touring. Basically, that's what I just decided. Mad Max, Mad Geoff. Yeah, exactly. I'd be pretty good in a Mad Max scenario. I feel like I'd be the sort of person you'd want to have around during an apocalypse. That sunset is phenomenal. Just taking place to the left. 25% Geoff tariff for entry to the US. Geoff, why is the lane to the left empty? Because it's not a lane. It's It's basically a hard shoulder, but some people like to use it. You know what is driving me insane? Jeff's pronunciations. Ah, this is funny, I like this. I noticed in Dubai, but in Malaysia it's worse. It's Perodua, not what he has been saying. I've always called it Perodua. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I will make an extra special effort to say Perodua from now on. It's an emergency lane. Thank you very much. An emergency lane. That's what I meant. Hey Jeff, Mrs. wants to know how you got away with getting the kids out of school. What we did was we sent them a letter and said, "Dear head teacher, we would like to remove our children from the school system starting at a date." And that's what we did. So we've signed up to a home education program. Not homeschooling, because it's homeschooling, it's not schooling, it's education. And at the minute, we're basically world educating them. I have to admit that right now, that basically involves watching Scooby-Doo in the back of a Proton in Malaysia. But I reckon watching Scooby-Doo in the back of a Proton in Malaysia is probably still better than being a cold classroom in the UK. So there you go. I've definitely got my misgivings with the school curriculum and stuff that's getting taught in schools. Our kids were fairly sheltered from that based on where they were and the way the schools were. But if you're in one of the bigger cities, you really need to be keeping an eye on what the schools are teaching your kids about the world, because you'll find that your kids are lapping up the woke narrative, the climate change narrative, the diversity, you know, everybody's equal, aren't all these religions lovely, aren't they all so peaceful, isn't it fantastic, let's learn all about all these other religions. And I was saying to someone yesterday, like, we don't have any, there's no English festivals anymore, is there? There's like, over here in Malaysia, they celebrate Chinese New Year. Prior to Chinese New Year, it's Christmas, and they go big on all of these things. Then it's like Valentine's Day, and you can tell from the way the malls are decorated, they're going to go big on that. And it's really interesting that all these different festivals and all these different cultures. What is our national festival? We don't have one anymore, do we? There's not.
Pride.
Pride. Yeah, brilliant, cool. So there you go. Thousands and thousands of years culture of Englishness and, you know, Anglo-Saxonness and all that stuff, and what we've ended up with is Pride, which I see from my Facebook is now February as well as July. So we're headed to a point where the only thing that Britain is going to have is no money and a 12-month long Pride festival. It's exciting, isn't it? Cool, well, that's a bit of a rant. I should put that in a video, really.
Oh, you had some long one there.
What you got?
What's the speed limit?
The speed, sometimes 110 and some are 90. Watch for cameras the government wants to install. Average speed cameras, that will be a nightmare. Average speed cameras.
I can't read, and I find it hard to read when you're driving.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's a good job I find it easy to read while I'm driving. Yeah, what are the speeding fines like in Malaysia? Anybody know? They've got to be better than Dubai. And if I get pulled over for speeding in my Proton Saga, do I attempt to bribe the guy, or how does it work? Because I feel like more people should try that in the UK.
Someone's asking, have we left the UK for good?
We haven't left for good. We've gone for January and February, because January and February in the UK are terrible. And we're realising there's less and less that we like about the UK. So we will be back late Feb, early March. And then I will be prepping the car when we're going to go again. I get sick of reading cars.
Agrees with me, I do. It makes me feel sick.
Well, there you go then.
And you're making me read the comments.
I'm not making you read the comments, it's just helpful if you do.
I know.
I like the way you've angled the phone towards you to read the comments, and now everybody thinks that we're driving like sideways. And we're back. This is Geoff turned the live feed off by accident. So yeah. You're not doing very well in your YouTube apprenticeship, darling. I'm a bit worried about your appraisal. What's that you've put on my phone? What was that line there? Oh, that was where your hands got.
It's the sky.
Was that no down here?
Where?
There was something on the screen. Then it was a shadow or what? That's strange.
Doing well, Mr. Geoff. Well, thank you.
Did you take the kids out of school entirely? And just travel because you. Yes, definitely. there's lots of other people on Instagram and stuff that we've been following, and yeah, there's a lot of like homeschooling, unschooling groups, and we bought a small share in a community farm last year instead of buying my dream car, and they all homeschool, and it kind of inspired us to go and do something else.
Everyone is leaving the UK, yes, Matthew.
They are.
You know.
They are. Everyone who can is leaving, so all you're going to be left with in the UK is I need to put that back in the map. I mean, I'm sure we're fine. I'm sure we haven't covered 46 miles. Everyone who can has and is leaving, so basically what you're going to be left with is the people that are there for the benefits system and those people that have got to work. So the people that work will pay for the people that don't work on the benefits system.
2.2 miles left.
And the people that don't work and are just scrounging off the benefit system, those will be the people that affect social change because they've got the time. It's funny how that works, isn't it? So it can't get better, basically. That's the way I see it. I'm sorry if it sounds depressing. I don't see that the UK has a way out of where it is at the moment. It is only going to get worse, which is why we're scouting out different places to live. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Hello from Cork in Ireland. Well, you've got some problems in Ireland at the minute, haven't you? With where they're trying to put lots and lots and lots of young men. How's Cork? Dark skies, freezing cold and wet in the UK. Yeah. So are we coming off left here, do you reckon?
No. Yep.
Just over a mile. I actually work, but only for people who don't pay tax. Well, you work for people who don't pay tax. I worked here from 15 to 73. FYI, Cornwall is still okay for now, but changing quite quickly. Yeah, totally. And if you take off the cost of the flight, right, ignore everything about being out here. We've been, it's cheaper than Cornwall. Eating out, hotels, filling your car with fuel, taxis, takeaway, the lot. It's all cheaper than being in Cornwall. It's just getting here that is the cost. That's the thing.
You're coming off for the next one.
We ate out last night with my subscriber friend Rob and his family, and for 7 of us to eat a nice dinner. Fair enough, we didn't drink any alcohol, but for 7 of us to eat a nice dinner, it was 70 quid, and it was really quite good. You know, you wouldn't feed 7 people at a pub for 7 quid in the UK, unless it was Wetherspoons, in which case it wouldn't be as good as the food we ate last night. So there's that. Right, I think we are coming off at this junction here. We're 35 miles from our destination now, and the sat-nav is saying that that's going to be an hour. So I'm going to be driving into Georgetown in the dark, which is not what I wanted to do, but we don't really have much choice. That's a pretty decent drive though we've done today, isn't it? We'll have done 450 kilometres in a day, so that's not bad going. And I don't mind the little Proton. It's a little bit underpowered, but it's been fine, and the kids really like it because there's 2 USB charging points in the back. In fact, my 8-year-old said it was the best car he's ever been in, and can I buy one in the UK, just because it's got a USB charger between the seats, which I thought was hilarious. But yeah, you haven't been able to buy a Proton in it for a long time. Right, I'm assuming we're on this road for a long while now when we merge over. That I think that's the Toyota they tried to upgrade us to. I booked a Proton and then they said, no, we're going to upgrade you to a Toyota. And I'm probably the first person who's ever said, actually, can I have the Proton? Right. There you go, another motorbike going past on the left. Factory on the left. What are they making there? Don't know. Can't tell. A lot of metal stuff there, isn't there? Right, so what's our next instruction? In a mile, we stay right, and then I'm assuming after that it's going to pop up and say stay on this road for a long time. At least I hope it does anyway. Batu Mag, Georgetown. Where's the time for Georgetown? I didn't see that.
Right there.
Oh yeah, Georgetown, right in front of me. I was looking for it as one word. So, driving into a lovely sky for those of you. Would you drive on back to the UK? Do you know what? I was thinking that. Mrs. Geoff said to me earlier on, what are you going to do if you crash the car? And because this is only a £6,000 car, if I crashed it, and obviously it was £6,000 brand new, so I guess there's a deal to be done, isn't there? So if I crash the car, I'll just buy it off them and drive it home. Wouldn't that be an epic adventure? I reckon that'd be really cool. And also as well, this is the kind of car that would do that kind of journey with just no maintenance as well.
I don't like the car.
No, I mean, it's not a car that I'd rather be in my Volvo, for sure, but the Volvo was the equivalent of 30 grand when it was new. You know, this is a £6,000 car brand new. Right, we're now going to do a toll, and you basically top up your toll card, and then that tells you how much you've got left on your top-up card. I think we're okay on this one because we put some on earlier. But if you look, where's the thing? I don't think you'll see it. It's going to be just out of shot because I'm too far forward. Oh no, we got to pay money. I need cash. Right, this is embarrassing. Right, grab the cash. She's going to come over in a minute.
How much should I put on it?
You got a 50 there. Just
No.
stick-
No, it's not 50.
That's a 50.
Yeah.
Stick a 50 on it because this keeps happening. Where is she? I'll put my hazards on. Where's my hazards? There they are. Where's the lady? I need some help.
You can pay cash.
Right, we're waiting for some assistance. Hello, I think my card has run out of money.
Here.
Oh.
I think we've got run out of money.
Yeah. How much you want to
50?
Yeah, that's fine.
All 50.
Do you want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
put it all on?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because then it's done then, isn't it? You need to reverse and go to the mostly left booth. Thank you very much for helping us out there. The gentleman is now helping us get through. We haven't caused the tailback. Thing is, every time we've stopped, the lady's been like, oh, you need to put 10 on. And then we do 2 tolls and then 10 runs out.
Just floor it.
Just floor it. The roof would come off the Proton. It would literally just come off. Englishman causes major traffic jam in Malaysia. Well, did you see what happened in Sri Lanka after we left? A monkey wiped out the power to like the whole of Sri Lanka.
No, it was 2, wasn't it? Fighting.
2 monkeys fighting? I don't think it was. I reckon it's a dead monkey. It must have fallen in the thingy. Right. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Right, now let's try. Yes, look at that. We got 45 ringgits on the card. 0 to 60. Ready? Start the clock. Stop the clock. How long was that? That was pretty stressful. It's better when that happens in Malaysia though. Like when that happened in Spain, when I kept getting stuck at the toll, I mean on the wrong side of the car, that was definitely way worse. Yeah, who's got Google open? What's the 0 to 60 time of a 2023 Proton Saga? See if you can tell me. Right, I'm going to flip the camera back around because Mrs. Geoff doesn't like being on camera. And it's way more interesting. Look at the tailgating going on there. Look at the tailgating. Look how close he is to that car. No way, that's amazing. That's some of the best tailgating I've ever seen.
What's the point?
What is the point? That's funny. Cool. How long are we on this road now then? What's your sat nav
Oh,
say?
yeah.
So, we are on this road for... What's the next instruction?
Just go straight.
Go straight. Yeah, so we go past the toll booth.
We're on here for 11 miles.
11 miles. All right, we're going to do 11 miles and then we'll call it. That'll be the end of the broadcast. As long as the internet and everything stays okay, then
Get the phone up.
get your phone up. Yeah, in fact, if I put that over here, because I just feel better with it over there. So that's good. Cool. So we'll broadcast for another 11 miles and then we'll call it. It'll be dark. Let me get past this car with a roof box so you've got something else to look at. Go around here. It's a funky yellow car coming up on the left, not quite sure what that is. So 13 seconds, 0 to 60 for the 1.3 automatic. That's what we're in, I think. Internet should be okay along the bridge. Oh, we're going on the bridge now. Brilliant. Right, boys, put your devices down. I want you to look at this bridge. We are going onto the bridge over the water. There are no potholes. It's perfectly smooth. It is lovely. Right, look to your left and to your right, and those of you that are watching as well. In fact, if I give the camera to Mrs. G, there you go. That is the sea.
You see?
We are indeed driving over the sea.
Can't see.
I know, they should make the barrier slightly,
There's not really much of a view there, I'm afraid.
they should make the barrier slightly lower so that you can actually see. There isn't a great deal to see there. Is that getting any better?
No.
No? No?
What? Why do you think you can do it better?
I just felt like I was holding it higher, but obviously not. No, there's not a lot to see. Right, can I give you that back?
What would you like me to do with that?
Film the sea. There you go, you can definitely see more now.
Any
Sky's that side.
Are there
Can't see
any
the side.
contrasts?
Are there any contrasts? No, we haven't really seen any. That is beautiful. Look, there's all sorts of little islands and
Yeah, but nobody can see. But you can
loveliness.
see.
I can just about see it. I suppose other people can't.
Where's this bridge over?
Don't know, it's pretty
Should have
lovely.
made the car slightly higher, yes.
And if someone could get on the phone to Proton about that, that would be fantastic. Or I could have spent more money and got a slightly higher car. Don't film me without that out. There you go. Right. Did you see my joke there? I could have spent more money.
Yeah, I get
Could have
it.
spent more money, got a higher car.
I get it.
That was a good one. I like
No sound.
that. No sound. Have you knocked the sound button?
Don't think so.
No, I don't think you have.
Higher car.
Higher car, see, there you go. People get the joke, loving it, loving it. All the jokes. It's not even joke night. Maybe next live we'll do joke night. Everybody get some jokes ready, because next time we go
Geoff,
live.
dad joke.
I love a dad joke.
How
I
much
do.
does a car cost to fill up? Says Danny.
It will be like no money, because I'm sure it's the equivalent of about 36p a litre here, because the fuel's heavily subsidised by the government. So I'll tell you.
Where are you now? Asked. Somewhere.
Where are we now? We're on the bridge that goes from the
Says
mainland
Trevor. Ask Trevor. Trevor Good.
onto Penang.
I can see Penang Hill. Yes, you can.
Penang Hill. Is that Penang Hill?
Is that Penang Hill?
Or is that Penang Hill?
Or well, we haven't got a clue.
They look a lot. Oh, I tell you what, this is like the Malvern Hills. You know when you drive through, you know, I need to unscrew the. Oh no, it's gone on. You know when you come down the main road in Worcester, and then you go over the bridge where it's always flooded, and you can see the Malvern Hills in the distance. That's exactly what this looks like.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Except there's more water at Worcester. It's usually all over the fields. So boys, each one of those is like a little island. You can see each one's got like a little hut on it.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool to live on, wouldn't it?
No.
Go live on the little island. Yeah, it would. Oh, I'm really pleased that we were able to broadcast going over the bridge in the daylight. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but you can see the bridge all the way up ahead.
Yeah.
Can you see that, lads?
That's so cool.
Oh, wait.
Is that the bridge?
I'll put it up as high as possible. Hang on, my phone's ringing.
And texting.
Why's it gone?
That happened in Dubai all the time.
It did. Are we still there? Because I can't tell. I don't know if you can still see. If you can still see the picture, oh, hang on. Last time I did that and that worked. Oh, now I don't know what you're looking at. Are you looking at us or are you looking at the road? Let me know what you're looking at. Can you see the road or can you see us? Because my screen's gone black. Long bridge. It is a long bridge. Road. All right, cool. That's fine. We all see the picture. Okay, fine. When someone phones me, it cuts out the video feed to my phone, but it doesn't cut it out to you. So someone just rang me, and now all I'm getting is a black screen. But that's fine, so long as like I'm not chatting away and all you're looking at is my face. So this is a long bridge. And we're now only an hour from our destination, so most of the
Say
afternoon.
that like it's a short time.
An hour's nothing. Like we're so used to doing big road trips. Honestly, an hour flies by. when you're in the last hour of a road trip, you're basically there. And EV drivers will never understand that, because an hour in a road trip is probably, you probably need to stop and charge again. We couldn't build a bridge like that. I was thinking this the other day. Has Britain built anything in like the last 30 years? Has anything been built in Britain, right? But I mean, I'm not including HS2, which hasn't been built. But like, have we had a new road? Have we had a new railway station? Railway? Like, what have we actually done? What's the speed limit there? No idea. I just drive as fast as the car can go, and I know that I'm going to be okay because I'm in a 1.3 automatic Proton. Like, what new stuff has gone up in Britain? There's nothing, is there? There's yeah, it really is like turning into a third world European backwater. So, moped going past in the left lane. New Queensferry crossing, not as long as that. A couple of new roundabouts. I'll tell you what, cycling lanes. There's a lot of new cycling lanes gone up. That's a lot, and new population. Yep. A few new bypasses. We've got a couple of new bypasses. Right, where are we now? We are coming up to. There's still so much more bridge to go. What an amazing feat of engineering this is. I don't think I've ever been on a bridge this long. This is fantastic. I'd like to go and do the bridges in Florida that go like over the Everglades. Oh, Dave Brown just sent €10. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. I'd say we'll spend that on beer tonight, but we've now quit drinking because we're both getting fat. So we'll spend it on sparkling water instead. Thank you very much indeed. Uber drivers, private lane. No, it's not. It's I mean, unless the Uber driver is on a scooter. You've got to love technology. I'm sitting in my office in the northwest of Scotland, watching you live on the other side of the world. That is pretty crazy, isn't it? That really is quite crazy that we're able to do this. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at the race cars going fast. It's like we're in Japan. It suddenly went all midnight club then, didn't it? He's right on his bumper as well. That's a bit of fun, that is.
Still can't see the screen.
No, for some reason my screen's gone off. I'm not sure why it's done that. I think it just does it when. Yeah, I think it does it when someone phones me. I can see a boat out there to sea, which is cool. Let's go past this now. No, you're all right, mate.
But that will help you.
No, I don't think it will. I think if you phone me, it will just carry on as it is. That's Prado. Are you going on the ferry? I don't know where we're going. Where are we going? We've only booked this night in Georgia. We haven't booked anything on this whole trip. Like, I don't know if that has come across on camera. We literally, the only thing we booked was a flight to Dubai and the first 3 nights. That was it. Nothing has been booked. We've got accommodation booked for tonight, and we've got this car until Friday, but that's it. We booked our flights to Malaysia while we were in Sri Lanka. We never planned to go to Malaysia, and we booked the accommodation in Malaysia when we were at the airport in Sri Lanka. So everything has just been done at the last on the fly. Are you on the E28 bridge in the south of the island? Yes, we are. Just consulting the map. E28 bridge in the south of the island, and looks like we've got the pretty part of the bridge still to come. There goes another Proton Saga. Very similar number plate to this one, actually. Oh, someone else has just sent me £5. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I don't know how much of a cut that YouTube will take from that, but I appreciate it all the same. Again, we will spend it on sparkling water this evening. Yeah, it's all been on the fly. And when we've told people who we've met while we've been away that everything's been done on the fly, they're really shocked. And they feel like, oh, because you've got kids and suitcases, you should be far more organised. But you don't need to be at all. You wake up in the morning and you go, right, what do we want to do today? That's why I like road trips, because you can do what you want. I feel like you miss some things when you're confined to a car, but I feel like the benefits of a car outweigh the negatives generally. That's how I feel, having done 2 months without a car, even though we had a car in Dubai. But yeah, surprised by how much we like Dubai. Did not expect that at all. But it's easy living. Like, why would you not like that? Any plans to go to Thailand? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably in the next couple of days. We'll probably end up there next week, and we'll probably finish up our trip in Thailand, unless we decide to go to Bali.
No.
No? No. Mrs. Geoff say no. A cheaper fuel. I like cheap fuel. So, I mean, I've right, speed limit 60, so let's drop the speed a little bit, but that's cool. You can see this beautiful bridge that we're going across. I really like cheap fuel. I think cheap fuel is one of those things that it drives the economy. So I've never understood why politicians just can't give people a break and just be like, right, fuel's now going to be 20p a litre. Every country would be more productive if fuel was cheaper, and people would be happier because they'd be able to do more. What's the budget? For what? The whole trip? We haven't really got one. We just keep going until the debit card runs out, and when the debit card runs out, we use another one. So we haven't really planned for it, but I'm still working while we're out here. So long as we can like try and spend roughly the same amount that I'm earning, then we're all right, aren't we? So that's that. Even if it costs us more than being home, we're out here. So that's the joy of working for yourself and being free, doing YouTube. I can do this, which is really nice because people like watching my videos, and I enjoy making them. So it's kind of a symbiotic relationship. It works really well. Young Mrs. Geoff was reading messages. Mrs. Geoff, I think they want you back on the messages.
I can't.
You do the messages, I'll do the nav. Because I've got to work out which way we're going.
Going to Georgetown.
Yeah.
Asks. Is it?
We are.
Yes,
we're going to the
is
right
it?
now. So hopefully the road skirts around the coast, maybe. Right. So we go straight on to Jordan. We could
John
go.
is watching from Penang.
From where?
I think he's in Kuala Lumpur.
Kuala Lumpur. Oh right. Okay. There's a few people watching from Kuala Lumpur, which is nice. I love that I have some followers in Malaysia. That's great. I love your country, and I love your cars, as you can tell.
Trevor is currently in the Philippines.
So we've got people from the Philippines, Kuala Lumpur, Scotland. Wow, it really is an international broadcast. So there we go. Oh, we've got the moon on the right. I don't know if you can see that on the camera because I can't see what you're seeing. But
Right, we are.
oh, look, it's a full moon. That explains a lot. You know, I said I was feeling all funky. Happens every time, doesn't it?
There you have it.
Every time. Right, so we're now driving along the Georgetown Road. We've got the ocean on the right. Looks like we're going up a couple of comments came in there. What was that? Bali is the idea of the surf. Australia, where electric cars are tanking. Have you ever driven over there, Mrs. G? Question for you there, darling.
Not driven where?
You haven't driven here.
No.
We only got the car today. Did you drive in? I don't think you drove in Dubai, did you?
No, leave that to you, babe.
You've driven in France and Spain and Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah. You drove quite a bit in Spain, didn't you?
Yeah. No, France. Yeah,
France.
yeah, babe.
Yeah. Basically, Mrs. G will do the road trip driving when I've driven so much that I'm asleep, which has happened a couple of times. Oh, what's that comment there? Any ideas?
No, can't see it. It's a Brummie person.
Not sure about mopeds going past on the left on that bridge. That just my eyes better than yours. Brummie, and twice visitor to Malaysia and Penang. Great place. My best as a Chinese traveller. He's a Chinese Malaysian. Missed the end of the comment, but I got most of it. Be careful. I missed that one again. Be careful, this Proton turns into a Range Rover on the full moon. So the saga says. I like it. To be in a £6,000 Proton than a £200,000 Range Rover, because I bet the Proton is to survive the road than the Range Rover. Isn't that like, that's just the way it is. Right, I think we're probably done. I've been broadcasting for an hour. It was an hour-long broadcast. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Thank you very much, everybody, for all the support. It's gone dark now. I hope you enjoyed the bridge. But yeah, we'll try and broadcast periodically as and when. And yeah, make sure you check out my latest video on BMW and tell me who wants an electric BMW M3. Who their target market is from that. What was that big long? We got a straight bit, and I'll read that comment. Hang on. Oh, there's a Honda. What's that? It's the little CR. Is it a CR? They're cool. They're really oddball little cars. I like those. That one in front looks steep, but it's not. Right, straight road. Let me go back to the longer comment. Geoff, watch M Guy Australia. I always watch M Guy Australia. He's really good. Right, big comment there. Your easy kill time from Saturday coming until the end of Feb in Thailand. No need to go elsewhere, really. Perhaps nip to Laos. Definitely hire cars in Thailand. Good, cool trip ahead. Enjoy. All right. Yeah. Pretty up for that because I didn't know how easy car hire was going to be in Thailand. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to hire like the crappiest thing possible. Like if we could cheapest, naffest hire car. Yeah. So anything that's got aircon. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the broadcast. We are on our way to our accommodation and we've got 55 minutes to go, so we'll leave you to it. Enjoy. If you've got suggestions for Malaysia or Thailand, I'm always on my email in the evenings, geoffbuyscars@gmail.com. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.